It's not the breath you choose that matters most, it's the rhythm which you do it through. And here's why consistency beats intensity every time. There's a secret to breathing, and it's not about the specific technique that you choose, it's really about the consistency with which you do them. And your daily practice is going to determine your results. So your nervous system doesn't respond to that perfect 20-minute session. It responds to daily signals that we're safe, we're here, we're slowing down. And that's what you want to focus on, that you're slowing down every day. Think of it as watering a plant of sorts. If you watered a plant once every 3 months, it's not going to do it very well. Now, breathing every day is going to help you the best. Watering a plant every day, probably not going to be the best idea either. But that slow drip of that breathing practice every day is what's going to make the biggest difference in your nervous system and how your quality of life is. You know, your nervous system is going to do better by doing 5 minutes every day than it is going to be doing like 30 minutes once a week. It's just simple. Your body is like wants a gentle drizzle rather than a downpour, if you will. So rhythm is what's going to build your resilience and help you feel stronger and more calm throughout your day. And so let's let today's practice be, we're going to set a reminder on our phones for one time a day, and you get to pick the time. And when that reminder goes off, I don't like to call it an alarm, I like to call it a reminder. Have it a gentle tone, not something that's going to scare the crap out of you. You take 60 seconds to just breathe. Pick any one of the breaths we've talked about, box breathing, you know, whichever one you want. There's obviously a number of them. And you use that every day as your anchor. It helps you maybe pick the time of day when you feel the most stressed on a daily basis and just pick that time to set your reminder. Neuroplasticity or brain rewiring and vagal tone, increasing the vagal tone requires that we do things consistently. If we don't do them consistently, our brain's going to be like, well, this isn't a priority. But when you practice it consistently and your brain says, oh, okay, this is my reminder, I'm calming down, I'm here, I'm present, I'm slowing down, whatever that might be, that's your cue. It doesn't have to be a heroic effort of like, I'm going to slog out this much in one day because I'm going to make up for the past, however many days I didn't do anything. That's not going to help you. So think of each practice session as like a rep, like if you're doing exercise, but this is a breathing exercise. This is a calming thing rather than a strengthening thing. And as you strengthen those neural pathways, your brain's going to adapt and it's going to say, oh, okay, I'm self-regulating, I'm calm, it's safe to slow down. And it becomes more automatic and you don't have to think about it over time, and it becomes a consistent habit that your nervous system gets to anticipate, right? Instead of thinking am I going to get, my water today, like the plant, okay? So rhythm beats that foundation every day. So you want to plan on that foundational rhythm every day. Tomorrow we're going to add a small tweak into this whole thing that's going to make your practice feel a lot less like work and a lot more like coming home.